Hello everyone, this is DD101 here, and today we're going to be taking a look at a very old Gemmy store display of the Boogie Bobbers. Now, in the very early 2000s, especially like 2003, 4, 5, etc., Gemmy was still making a lot of novelty items, not explicitly for a holiday, but just in general, everyday kind of stuff. And one of the series that they did was the Boogie Bobbers. And essentially, what these would do is whenever they would detect noise, their heads would bounce up and down. And this is a store display unit for these items. So there's a pre-programmed little track that, is very of the time, and it plays, it says Boogie Bobbers over and over again. And these items themselves will not actually make noise, but you would sit them near a speaker, and then whenever the sound would play, it would like detect the sound and the heads would bob up and down. And there are three of the different characters on here. These are kind of well, the bodies are kind of a vinyl, and then the heads are kind of like a squishy vinyl, I suppose. I'm trying to think of an exact comparison, but you can see that the heads bob up and down. And what's really interesting about this display unit is that it's on like a snowflake spinning snowman kind of base, or a pop culture base, if you will. There is a motion sensor, and there is also an adapter port. So if you were displaying this and you were trying to sell these at your little store, if you did not want to worry about changing the batteries, it takes 4 AA batteries, you could just have a 6-volt adapter plugged into it. And I think that's a really cool feature that you can do both. And also there's a motion sensor because, especially I guess since the button kind of blends in with being yellow here, maybe some sellers thought, well, maybe they won't see the button, I'll just put on motion sensor. So then, of course, every single time somebody walked by this display unit, it would start doing the sequence. And I got this from a fellow collector in a bundle deal, and he actually got it in a different country. So, yeah, this is a very obscure piece, I would say. There are other people that have this, of course, and there's a female version, but obviously not very many of these would have been made compared to the actual units themselves, and not every store or person that was selling Boogie Bobbers would have had this kind of display set up. So not too many would have been made. Um, these were seen in the Sunstar catalogs back in the day, so if you were ordering wholesale, you could also order the displays. And yeah, just a pretty neat piece overall. I'll show the bottom. It just looks like a typical like pop culture snowflake spinner kind of base. You have a hole for a speed dial would go, the potentiometer. You have an off and on switch, and you have a battery compartment with 4 AA's and a rather large speaker. And then just 4 screws holding it together. I don't know what the packaging would have been like for this. Probably just a brown box with some text on it. But yeah, I just figured I would show you guys this. It's not quite Christmas. Comment down below if you want to see more Christmas this December, or if you want me to just keep doing the Halloween, because, if you guys want something, I should listen, right? So, yeah, here we go. I'll go ahead and demo this now. All right, so that's what it does, and that's the only thing it does, but I'll hit the button a few more times here, get some close-up shots. Speaker kind of peaks at the end there, doesn't it? But yeah, so that's what they do. It's very interesting to say the least. And pretty sure that all of the movements are, since they're so in sync, they're pre-programmed, they're not actually reacting to the audio that's being played, but a typical unit would do so. And yeah, that's pretty much it about this piece. If you have any comments, leave them down below. And I guess that's about it. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.